Tom Sandoval suffered months of abuse from model ex-girlfriend who vowed to ruin his life so she could become the next Ariana Madix. Former Vanderpump Rules star Tom Sandoval was allegedly subjected to violent attacks and emotional abuse from his now ex-girlfriend while on tour, according to one of his bandmates. Jason Bader, the manager and drummer of Sandoval's band, Tom Sandoval and The Most Extras, claims he witnessed the reality star's ex-girlfriend Victoria Lee Robinson punch, kick, and even spit at Sandoval several times while they were on tour. "She is the worst person I have ever met in my entire life. I have never met someone so two-faced, manipulative, and evil," he told the Daily Mail.
Tired of spending forever chopping vegetables? This all-in-one prep tool dices and spiralizes ingredients directly into a handy container, helping make salads, sides, and meal prep faster and less messy. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/2 right now.
"It was sick watching it all go down. I have never experienced anything like it." Bader is speaking out after Sandoval was granted a restraining order against Victoria, who was arrested after an alleged attack on him last month. The reality star was also granted a restraining order against Victoria's father Jay, Will Robinson, who goes by Will, after he claimed in a legal filing that the father-daughter duo were abusive to him in a June 3 exchange that left him with multiple injuries that he documented in the filing. Former Vanderpump Rules star Tom Sandoval was allegedly subjected to violent attacks and emotional abuse from his now ex-girlfriend Victoria Lee Robinson while on tour. Jason Bader, the manager and drummer of Sandoval's band, told Daily Mail that he witnessed Victoria punch, kick, and even spit at Sandoval several times while they were on tour. Bader and Sandoval are pictured. Shocking video footage showed Sandoval arguing with the pair at their shared Los Angeles home before he pushed Will into a flickering brick fire pit after he tried to pull Sandoval away from his daughter. Sandoval had accused Victoria of filming him without his consent and was trying to get her phone off her when he claims that Will lunged at him. Will disputed Sandoval's account, telling TMZ that he lifted Tom off of my daughter because he was overpowering and twisting her arm. The Lapped later arrested Victoria after expressing concerns about how truthful she had been in their interview. In court filings reviewed by the Daily Mail, Sandoval alleged that as tensions escalated, Victoria physically attacked him, hitting him in the head and face repeatedly, which led to him suffering from blurred vision along with ear and neck injuries. He included a series of images in the legal filing showing the physical damage he alleges to have suffered at the hands of the model. Victoria also filed a request for a temporary domestic violence restraining order against Sandoval, but it was denied by a judge for the Los Angeles Superior Court. And while Victoria also accused Sandoval of multiple incidents of abuse in her failed restraining order bid, Bader tells the Daily Mail that he never saw Tom retaliate in any physical way. Sandoval's band, Tom Sandoval and The Most Extras, are pictured on stage during a tour stop. Sandoval detailed some of his alleged abuse in photos that were submitting in his filing for a restraining order. Tom is someone who has the ability to defend himself and physically match up with people because he's a wrestler. Even when people are getting rough with him, like fans, he wants to de-escalate the situation, Bader said. "I heard him yell back at her, but that's it," he added. According to Bader, the June 3 incident isn't the first time that Victoria, 34, has been physical with Sandoval, 43. In one alleged occurrence during an October 10 tour date in Fort Lauderdale, Bader claims that security and personnel had to pull Victoria away from Sandoval. Speaking to the Daily Mail, Bader branded Victoria a fame-hungry, ruthless sadist who allegedly boasted about her plan to ruin Sandoval's life. "She is a very messy person and would be so violent with him," Bader claimed. "She will do whatever it takes for the betterment of herself," he continued. Bader believes that Victoria expected to become globally famous like Sandoval's ex-girlfriend Ariana Madix, whose career exploded after it emerged that he had cheated on Madix with her best friend and Vanderpump Rules co-star Rachel, Raquel Leviss. Speaking to the Daily Mail, Bader branded Victoria a fame-hungry, ruthless sadist who allegedly boasted about her plan was to ruin Sandoval's life. Bader believes that Victoria expected to become famous and beloved like Sandoval's ex Ariana Madix, pictured, whose career skyrocketed after Sandoval cheated on her with her best friend. He claims that he once heard Victoria scream at Sandoval, "I am going to ruin you. I am going to get the Ariana treatment." Bader says that Sandoval lived in fear over Victoria's erratic actions and that she tried to control him 24/7. Tom had his own little room in the back of the bus, and the rest of us were in bunks, and we would hear her screaming and fighting with him while we were all trying to sleep, Bader said. She was always saying how much she hated Tom and how she was going to ruin Tom. Their relationship was apparently so tumultuous that it came close to splitting up Sandoval's band, which had become a successful touring act after making it to the quarter-finals of America's Got Talent last year. Bader also believes that some of Victoria's behavior towards Sandoval may have been fueled by her alleged partying on tour. She was not good at hiding that, said Bader, who claimed that the model would bring fans back to party with her after shows, much to the frustration of both Sandoval and the rest of the band. Bader insists that he's happy to give evidence to police, lawyers, and a court to support Sandoval's case and is not receiving payment to tell his version of events. She was always saying how much she hated Tom and how she was going to ruin Tom, claimed Bader. The drummer, who has been friends with Sandoval for 6 years, says that the 2 years Victoria spent on tour with the band was stressful and uncomfortable. She always caused problems with her attention-seeking, he claimed. He described one alleged incident on tour that left him feeling scared, claiming that Victoria attacked Sandoval while he played an instrument after a show. Tom played his trumpet outside of the bus and Victoria got very angry. She ran out and just started attacking him. She was punching him in the chest and his head. She was kicking and spitting at him, just saying horrible things, he claimed. She was escorted back onto the bus very quickly because they didn't want the fans seeing, worried that Tom would be embarrassed. I've never seen anything like that in my life. It was insane. According to Bader, things got so bad that the band even tried to stage interventions by encouraging Sandoval not to bring Victoria to any more gigs. We asked him that she not come on tour, but he said, "She doesn't want to be apart from me." She came to fewer shows, so that was a compromise. I threatened to leave several times. I regret not calling the police because I feel if they would have come and seen Tom all banged up, the relationship would have ended. He added, but Tom never wanted any trouble and was so deep into this manipulative, toxic relationship. Victoria also filed a temporary restraining order against Sandoval after alleging that he had abused her, but it was denied. At one point, Bader even told Sandoval that Victoria was ruining the band that they had started together. Victoria didn't want Tom to be a part of anything else except to focus on her. She separated him from family, friends, businesses, and opportunities because it didn't involve her. After the band's shows, Bader claims that Sandoval was often not allowed to socialize with his bandmates on the orders of Victoria. After Bader tried to intervene to help his longtime friend, he claims that Victoria reached out to him via text and told him to stay out of her relationship. Describing her as controlling, Bader said, "She would have to be on speakerphone when we called Tom." Bader went on to claim that Victoria changed the password to the band's social media channels and even once said, "I hate this band and I'll do everything I can to destroy it." Bader admitted, "I truly feel sad for Tom. I hope he gets as far away from her as possible." He even claims that Sandoval personally apologized to his friends and bandmates during his birthday earlier this month, telling them, "I am so sorry." Asked whether the couple could reunite, Bader stressed, "Tom is done with her. The restraining order stops her manipulation, legally." It's over. Sandoval is finally done with Victoria and is ready to return to the small screen in a new Netflix reality show. When contacted for comment, Sandoval confirmed Bader's version of events. Daily Mail also reached out to Robinson for comment, but she did not respond. Sandoval detailed much of the alleged abuse in his original request for a domestic violence restraining order, which was granted. In the filing, he claimed that Robinson perpetrated domestic abuse against him by punching my face, striking my neck, throwing a full Gatorade bottle at me, verbally assaulting me, accessing and changing the passwords on my phone and social media accounts without my knowledge, spreading falsities about me online, and deleting evidence of her abuse on my phone. Victoria's legal reps at the McCune Law Group have denied Sandoval's version of events and stressed that she hasn't been charged with anything. Robinson has been widely portrayed as the aggressor in a domestic dispute, they said in a July 9 statement. This portrayal is inconsistent with Ms. Robinson's account and the visual evidence. No criminal charges have been filed against Ms.